Just for all the new arrivals, mic check 1 2 3 4. You guys seeing levels up there? 1 2 3 4. Local TV, you seeing levels? Kent's good. You good? Wave 11. You guys good? 1 2 3 4.
honestly, I'll give them a lot of credit. Them, tight ends, receivers, fullbacks, they're just all, balking their butts off. So, it means a lot. It obviously made it easier for me. So, it feels good. But, just in general, I think we dominated in all three phases. Defense, special teams putting us in great field position, I think that helps a lot.
Jaden, if you could just kind of talk about, after being slowed by injuries to start the year, to come out and make a big play today with Jamari out, how good does that feel for you?
It feels pretty good, but I got to give a shout out to my teammates. All week they were encouraging me and then telling me it's my time to step up, and I knew I had to step up. So kudos to them. They kind of boost my confidence a little bit. I feel like I was kind of back now.
You've kind of shown flashes all year, but what does a game like this, kind of a breakout game like this, do for your confidence and do for you moving forward the last couple games of the season?
For me, it was just telling myself to be patient. My time will come. I think that's been my biggest thing. I think in the past, I struggled. It's hard playing, this much and nothing, really sparking. So, for me to be patient and that time to finally come, feel like I'm really contributing. That feels good for me.
I guess for both of you guys, there have been games where you've seen big plays in the passing game, and today, obviously in the run game, past two games really. What makes this offense so special and so balanced that you guys can lean on either one at any point in the season?
I think Coach Brohm, he does a great job of knowing what's working, come game time. So, whether that's a pass game or run game, I think he picks up on that. Whatever's working, we just stick with it, and I feel like that's what helps.
Just to go off what Isaac said, I feel like it's a boost to both the run game and the pass game, knowing that we can do both. And whenever that might be, we know we can be dependent upon, like in the run game as receivers we're blocking, in the pass game catching the ball, and the O-line, tight ends, and running backs are doing their job every play as well. So whatever works for that game, I feel like we're gonna continue to do it, and it just
Back here, guys. You missing Jamari today. Jawar Jordan played a little bit, but kind of came out for a while. What does it say about this team's ability to still step up when missing some pretty key pieces?
I think that just shows our depth. I think with really good players like that out, it gives other players a chance to step up and show what they can do. And I think a game like this, I think that showed. We had two key players out, and we were able to still get the job done. So I think that just goes to show we have a deep team. We have other players that can make plays.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, what does it say to you about the heart of the team too? I know some of the offensive linemen were kind of banged up, but still toughed it out and were able to produce for you.
I think it just shows the grit that they come with. They're not 100%. We knew come before fall camp that was the last time that our bodies were going to feel 100%. So coming in this deep in the season, there's going to be times where you're going to have to play through some stuff. So just giving credit to all those players who are doing that.
Isaac, describe the feeling when you're going to get the ball on a play, and then you break through that line and you see just kind of green, turf in front of you.
That feeling's unmatched. Just being able to see that green grass and really put the pedal to the metal. That stuff feels good. I think everybody can attest to that when a moment like that comes. But obviously being able to take advantage of those times. That was a great feeling.
Isaac, I remember talking to you in August before the season began, and Coach Barkley as well. We were kind of joking about, hey, you've got the size, but he was like, hey, he's like an 18-wheeler truck. He's got speed as well. Do you feel like you surprise guys still? I mean, you had the huge runs today. Do you feel like you surprise defense when you do that?
I think it helps. I think they see big back and think like he can't run at all. But that's a good thing for me. Hopefully they take a couple bad angles. And then I'm able to show my speed a little bit.
Isaac, since the bye week, you guys have outscored your opponents 57-3. Did you guys do you feel like this team has found another gear since then?
I think, always we've been, we've been like a pedal to the metal type team. Always keep your foot on the gas. Obviously, we let one slip, but we use that as fuel. going into the bye week, making sure we had a good week of practice, and then, obviously going into these last 2 weeks. So, obviously, give kudos, this the whole team, offense, defense, for continuing to fight, being resilient in a time like that.
One, two, testing, 1, 2.
Okay, well, very proud of our football team. It was a great win for us today. I thought our guys came ready to play. Without question, last week's game was physical, and our guys rose to the challenge and played a physical game to get that win. And because of it, we had some guys nicked up, and not for sure if they were going to play, but I give our guys a lot of credit. All of them tried to get ready, and they wanted to go out there. Some could, some couldn't. So I give them a lot of credit. They showed a lot of courage, and we hope to get those guys, other guys, back as fast as we can. As far as our team, I tip my hat to them. These guys who maybe hadn't played as much rose to the challenge, stepped up when their number was called, from our running back room, from our receiver room, from our defensive back room. All those guys stepped up and did a really good job. So that's a sign of a really good football team. That's a sign of a team that cares. They came ready to play, and it was another really great win in front of a tremendous crowd that was into it, and our players feed off of it. So, very proud of them, and it was a really good day of football.
Yeah. Jeff, you guys haven't given up a touchdown, I think, in 123 minutes. What have you seen from the defense over the course of the season that's allowed them to have a stretch like this?
Well, I know I've explained it a few times before, not to get technical, but we've prepared hard in the off season to get a plan together that we believed in. That some of it's traditional, some of it's not, and we wanted to be multiple in what we did. And I just think, to talk in generalities, it's about getting pressure on the quarterback. It's about getting in front of receivers and not allowing free releases, easy completions, making the quarterback hold it a little bit longer than he would like to. That will allow our defense to get in there and create sacks and get after the quarterback. Our linebackers have been able to play downhill. We play multiple fronts. We shift, we stem, we move, we disguise coverages, and all those things matter. From a former quarterback and someone on offense, I know what we don't like to see. And I think right now our defense are doing a lot of those things that you don't want to see, and they're doing it very well. So eventually, of course, teams will game plan and try to do things, but we do a lot. So, you can prepare for a few things, but it's hard to prepare for all of it. And we have some wrinkles every week that we throw in there. So I just think our coaches have done a great job. Our players, because we've worked this for so long, understand it. They know it. We get the calls in, they execute it, and we're in the right position at the right time. We play well. Now, I do think playing complementary football has helped us. We've gone back to pounding the ball, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to get positive plays, trying to get up early and not have turnovers and give them something easy. And when that happens, it allows your defense to tee off even more. So I just think all those things matter. The complementary football and unselfish play by some of our receivers and skill guys on offense mean a lot, and eventually we're going to need to chuck it around, a lot as well. But right now, it's very good complementary football.
Jeff, a lot of teams are going through some kind of attrition right now with injuries or what have you. Did you feel comfortable? Like, how well did you feel equipped to handle that with some of the depth, especially guys that you got in the transfer portal?
What was the last part? Especially the guys that have. Right. Well, you know what? You try not to think too much of what you have to get done at the very end. We just when we got here, we knew we had to go look at the transfer portal and help improve our team. And I don't think that really changes every year. You analyze your team, you try to help it improve and get better. You may need some positions, you may not. But at the same time, you always need depth, and you always need guys that can help you play. And if there's guys that are really good players that want to come here and play that we think can help us, we're going to add them to the mix as long as we can fit them in. And we're fair to everybody. We give everybody a fair chance. Our players on the team know when we bring them in, if you're playing well and you're doing good, well, you'll be out there. If someone else comes in and is playing better, then they're going to be out there. And we'd like to play a lot. So in a perfect world, we can play a lot of guys. And you see that on defense. We rotate a lot of guys on the defensive line. We've been able to play a lot of guys in the secondary because we've had injuries. We can rotate at the linebacker position. We haven't as much, but we can. Our nickel positions, we rotate that. So we have built depth, and that's through development of our team, some experience, and then the transfer portal. On offense, we needed to get more depth on the offensive line. We went out and got it, and they've done a really good job. And so proud of that. We needed to get a few more receivers to add to the mix. We did. We got Isaac in the running back room. He helped. I mean, every little thing matters. We got Jack at quarterback. Even the tight end position with Joey. He's athletic. We're trying to get him involved a little bit more. So I just think all those things matter. It's nothing more than selling this program and what we can do for guys and help them achieve their goals, and you got to attack it every day, and it can get tiresome, but coaching matters, but you have to have players, and I think we've been able to build some depth at key positions, and it's helped us.
When did you know that Jawar would be able to go today? And moving forward, what you saw from Isaac today, what does it do for his confidence and your confidence, maybe, if you have to deal with that situation, if that's kind of a lingering thing with Jawar?
Well, unfortunately, we had at least a handful of guys that, were nicked up at the end of the last game that, we had concerns about. And today's age, you don't want to tell the other team too much what's going on because there were some pivotal positions. So we tried to get them ready as fast as we could, which really just meant rehabbing them, and they didn't really practice. I give Jawar a lot of credit. He's nicked up in multiple spots. He tried to give it a go. He went out there and played. Luckily, Isaac and Maurice stepped in and kind of took it over. We didn't have to use him as much, so that was great to see. So I'm proud of that running back room. At the receiver position, Jamari couldn't go. When can he go? I don't know. But Jaden has worked hard, and he stepped in. He's been his backup all year and had the touchdown catch. Caught another one down low. Didn't have to throw the ball a lot. Our other receivers played hard. They've been unselfish. I'm sure they like to catch more balls, and we'd like to throw more balls to them. But right now, the formula that we've used has been efficient and effective, and so they've been very unselfish. Had some linemen that couldn't practice at all that sucked it up and went to the game again. And in the secondary, we were down some spots there. And Storm stepped in and did well. And then he got hurt a little bit, had to come in and get a shot or whatever he had to get done. And some other guys came in. So, it's that time of the year. We try not to make excuses. It's going to happen to everybody. Everybody has injuries. You get the next guy in there, and they got to go play. And, I'm proud of today. They went in there and played well.
Coach, since the loss at Pittsburgh, the team has really seemed to find its groove, especially defensively. While Ashton gets a lot of the attention, seems like everybody's making plays. TJ Quinn made an unbelievable interception today. What makes the defense so good, and so many guys seem to come in and play so well just from a pass rush standpoint, defending the run, and in the passing game?
Well, believe it or not, in my opinion, we've coached better. I didn't think I coached well in the Pittsburgh game. We were too aggressive. We had turnovers. Gave the other team the ball. On defense, we were probably too aggressive. Let them throw it over our head. So we needed to coach better. So now that we're coaching better, our players are executing very well. We're a little more conservative in our approach, believe it or not, but we're smarter in what we're doing. While still being aggressive to a certain degree, and our guys are executing. So right now, we really haven't had to, open the playbook, so to speak, in the passing game. We really haven't had to, bring the house, so to speak, on defense. We've just kind of ran our package. So I just think because of that, they understand it. They're playing well. The mixture of all the things we've done has helped us kind of throw the offense and defense off, and I just think it starts with me and our coaches, and then our players have done a really good job.
Jeff, I guess mentioning TJ Quinn, obviously he's leading tackler, had another good game, first career interception, first career sack. I guess what's been the most impressive or exciting part about his growth this season?
Well, TJ, it's eerie. He reminds me so much of his dad, who I played with. His dad was hard-nosed. He was tough. He would hit you harder than anybody could hit you. He didn't say boo, boo, but he worked his butt off. And, TJ, is probably even better. He's been a starter for us. He plays hard. He's all over the field. He'll tackle. He'll run. He'll work his tail off. You can coach him hard if you want to. You can lead him in the right way, and he'll continue to do it. He's unselfish as well. His teammates love him. So he's just a really good leader that I don't think has played a whole lot to this year, but we've thrown him in there, and, he's been, a big difference maker for us each and every week, and, somebody that we rely on and count on to play well because he helps us win.
Jeff, Jack had another really efficient day today, 11 of 12. What have you liked from him after the bye week in these last couple of games?
Well, I think Jack really did a really good job again. That's 2 weeks in a row, and you can say, well, we didn't throw it a whole lot. Well, you know what? We've asked to change up the formula a little bit and see if it's effective. He's taken care of the ball. He's made good decisions. He's got us in the right play. He's got us in the right play in the run game. He's very smart in his approach to the game. He's distributed the ball accurately when he's had to. And like I told him, we're going to have some games at some point where we're going to have to air it out, and you're going to have to be efficient and throw a bunch of darts and all those things and still not turn over very much. But he's done a great job. Because of his experience, because of his knowledge, his intelligence, because he wants to win so bad, and the fact that he's a really good teammate, he does what we've asked him, and he's understands this offense as good as me, if not better. And when you have that guy out there on the field, it really helps. So I just really proud of his performance, and really all of our quarterbacks have worked hard, and we feel comfortable putting any of them in.
Jeff, you mentioned that you guys are playing complementary football right now, but it almost feels like the offense and the defense are almost feeding off of each other. And when good teams can have that, it can kind of reach another level. Do you sense that they're doing that?
I think so. I think this team has really gelled together lately very well. I think they understand what we're good at, what we're trying to do, what we need to improve at, and then we go out there and do what we do best and hope that it works. And if we got to adjust, then we adjust. But I just think special teams has done a really good job as well. All three segments have stepped up and performed at a high level the last few weeks. They understand that each and every week the bar gets raised due to your performance, and you have to come out and do it again. So we challenge our guys every week, man. You can't rest on what happened last week or what you've done in the past. It's about what are you going to do in the future? What are you going to do today? That's what matters. That's what everyone wants to see. So don't doubt that you can play better than you have. If you are, you're cheating yourself. So I just think we challenge our guys to raise the bar each and every week. They've stepped up to the challenge. It will continue to bar will have to be raised even higher, and we'll see just how high we can take it.
Jeff, you've talked about Brian's toughness before. How much has he?
One more time.
Oh yeah, Brian Hudson. You've talked about his toughness before. How much has he shown you as a leader this season to keep going out there and play? So.
Well, with Brian, he's not able to practice a whole lot during the week. When we get to some walkthrough stuff, he kind of goes through it and takes mental reps. You'd have to amputate his leg for him not to play. That's like he's going to go out in the field and play. Like of all the people, like what's Brian have? Well, it doesn't matter what he has. He's going to play in the game on Saturday. That's just kind of what you get, which is impressive because that's a hard job, playing center, making all the calls. You still got to be athletic. You still got to get some type of mental work or film work to make sure you're ready to go. It's hard not to, be able to practice as much as you like, but he's got experience. He's got knowledge. He's also a quiet team leader who exemplifies what that position is all about, just toughness and grit, unselfishness. Doesn't matter whether he's healthy or not, he's going to be on the field. So very, very proud of him. And so is our team. Our team looks up to him. He's a really good leader. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it given levels? Yeah? Okay.
TJ, can you talk about that interception? Like the hand-eye coordination of that ricochet, to be able to catch that was unbelievable. Just kind of talk about that play and what you saw and how you made that quick reaction.
Really, in that play, I was like the whole player. So when I seen the quarterback throw it, I broke on the ball, and then it just popped right in my hands. I had like a play that was similar to that in the spring game.